Every year for Christmas, I make the kids all pajamas and give to them on Christmas Eve. And so I've got most of them done, but I need to finish up the rest of them. So I'm gonna sew some pajamas. When the kids were really little, I think Mariah was probably 2, I decided I wanted to make them pajamas that year for Christmas. And the tradition has just stuck. I was sitting at my sewing machine, which happens to look outside right in front of the window, and a police officer pulled into my driveway. And I immediately got on the phone to Cody. I started shaking. I'm like, what in the heck is going on already? This is happening. And it really scared me. And then he slowly backed out and kind of slowly went down the road. And I went out to get the mail and kind of see where he was. And he's down helping somebody get their car had slid into a ditch. And he was turning around to help that person. But here I am, you know, wondering every time I see a police officer, what's happening now, you know?
I'm seeing this fear build up and I'm going, what do I do with this? How do I protect my family from it? How do I not have this fear lead to some real problems? And it's a huge burden on the family. It's a huge burden on me. I've just got to get something figured out. I need answers that relieve the pressure. I don't know what to do.
One of the reasons why we're afraid is just because looking at history. My dad was raised in a family where the police came in the middle of the night and they took my grandpa, they took my grandmas, and the moms and my grandpa were put in jail for polygamy. And all the wives had to separate. No one wife knew where another wife lived. They lost their best friends, they lost their contacts, they lost everything. There's no way any of us want that life for our kids or for each other.
Our only frame of reference is actually historical, and that is that when they prosecute a family for polygamy, they break up the family.
Let's get the tree.
The tree's right there.
Bring it in. Got it? Go.
Just shake off the snow. Do you guys shake off the snow? Such a pretty tree. And we decided to go ahead and get the Christmas tree all decorated that night. It was a lot of fun. We still did have the investigation kind of weighing on our heads. It was just kind of in the back of our minds. The police department did turn over all their findings to the county attorney.
You ask yourself, what can I do rather than risk having my family taken away from me? Or me taken away from my family? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Well, we don't know. And historically, when a family's when a family's investigated or prosecuted for polygamy, they break up the family. And so we have decided that we're going to move out of the state.
So every year, the kids will draw names of one of the other kids and they will choose a special gift for this one child. So for me, that's the funnest part, watching them, you know, because the one who gives the gift is almost more excited than the one who's getting the gift. It's so fun to watch.
Look at the apron. The apron's got this.
Why? Let's chew in it. Get out!
I'm glad you think so.
Oh, it's time to eat that. What? I only need $4 to
Sisters dancing.
That's cute. Nice.
I loved the gift from Robin about sisters. To me, it was just kind of a sweet little thing between her and I thought that was just really sweet.
Mom, can I see like black? Awesome.
That's what's cool about having sister wives is you develop this sister-like relationship, and it's very special to me.
Me too. That's cool.
That is way cool.
There'll be times when we're closer with one sister wife than another sister wife, and you know, it all ebbs and flows. And yeah, it just.
Have you ever had a time when you're closer to a sister wife than to me? I'm just curious.
No.
Really?
I've always been closer
Anybody?
to you.
It's like comparing apples to oranges.
It's true.
I'm just wondering.
Oh my God.
Because we might be moving, I got McKelty a cell phone. I wanted her to have contact with her Utah friends.
Are you still confused on whether we're going to move or not?
Yep.
Okay.
She has a choice just like all of us.
I don't want to move. I don't want to move our kids. I don't want to move our family. I like where we're at. And
I know you want something miraculous and something, I don't even know what could happen, but I don't think I can change my mind just because.
I know, but I don't think you're even listening to my point of view.
But I am listening.
But you say, well, we're going to move regardless of what you say. So how is that listening to my point of view?
You gotta tell her why you think we should move, Cody.
I just don't want to make decisions in fear.
I'm sorry. I know you feel like we're making a decision in fear. I have made a decision for me.
Well, I'm going to come
hope,
with
in
you.
faith. I've made the decision.
You're making a decision for a whole family.
Well, should I not be the person that does that?
Well, you are the leader. I understand that. You know, we chose you to be the leader. I'm just having a really hard time with feeling like there's no possibility of me having a choice.
Based upon the need for this family to function in peace, we need to move. And it's not out of fear, it's out of taking control of our own lives.
I just don't want to.
Sorry.
Tonight we're celebrating Hanukkah. I love all the messages of Hanukkah. The miracle of the lights, I think, is absolutely beautiful. It's about hope. It's about religious freedom.
Yeah, I've got some Jewish friends, and celebrating Hanukkah is just basically a remembering or an observance of the festival of dedication. So, you know, nobody in our church is going to really have a problem with us celebrating Hanukkah.
And now is the time when I start to panic because we're having dinner in 20 minutes and I'm not close to ready. On the 23rd, we used to have Joseph Smith's birthday. Instead of that this year, Hanukkah is what I wanted to do instead, because I love the meaning of Hanukkah. In the past, we've always celebrated Joseph Smith's birthday, and Joseph Smith was the founder of the Mormon Church. But last year, Cody said that he really didn't like to celebrate it anymore.
I thought it was so weird. To me, I was like, you celebrate what? I don't think that celebrating Joseph Smith's birthday is something that the fundamentalist Mormon faith does, you know, on a regular basis, and I don't think that the mainstream Mormon church does that either. It was just something that Christine did in her family. Her mom did it.
The reason that I didn't like it was because Mormons and fundamentalist Mormons have been accused by the Christian world of worshiping Joseph Smith. And I just thought that, you know, celebrating his birthday was a little excessive. Christine, you've taken it personal in a way that it's like some kind of hit against you, which it never was.
Well, because it's something very near and dear to her heart.
Yeah, I loved it.
One of the main things of Hanukkah is the lights, and it's the focus on the lights. There's a saying that says, let your light shine, but that's only if you shine within yourself. Shining within yourself, what do you think that can mean? Isabel?
We can be nice.
Be nice, yes, that's great with shining on the inside. And Cody, my relationship, it's just kind of at a standstill right now. We're not really working on it at all. We're just kind of letting it just kind of sit there and hoping that somehow things are going to be better. But right now we're not really even working on it. And that's hard. That's really hard. Very carefully get your light from another light source, like Heavenly Father, and light your candle.
But Christine's very different than she used to be. You know, in dealing with family marriage counseling and things like that, you have to learn to own your stuff.
I feel like as a person, as an individual, I'm doing fine. And, you know, working on things. Now that your own little candle is lit, everybody got your light from your light source like we received from Heavenly Father, and you have the light within you, so now you take that and you share it with others. So
It's easy when you're in a situation like that to put blame on the other person. You know, and I know that that's what Christine's doing, and I know that that's what Cody's doing. And the biggest thing that you have to do in a situation like that is look inward and figure out yourself, because you're not going to change the other person no matter what. Doesn't matter how many times you tell them they're being stupid. They're not going to listen to you.
Thanks for dinner, Christine.
I had a lot of helpers tonight. It was wonderful. No, we're just kind of leaving our relationship alone right now. I don't know. Hoping that time will fix it.
We take it down, and on the way out, it's like every branch is snapping off.
We good? We're watching this trail of branches kind of behind us. And we get down there, and the kids, they were looking at it, they're like, that's our tree? Are you kidding me? Can we just please go to a lot and buy one? There is no way we are using that tree. They hated it.
So while Cody and Mary were tying the tree on top of Christine's car, I had to deal with a disturbance.
Gabriel, watch your Garrison. Ow! Oh my gosh.
I need paper towels. I need paper towels. I need
got punched in the face by Gabe.
Gabriel.
Mary?
Is your nose broken?
I thought you were getting something for that.
I think it's fine.
I don't exactly know what happened, but Gabriel said something to Garrison, and then all of a sudden Garrison was on top of him, punching him, and Gabriel got a good punch into Garrison's nose.
I kicked Trudy by accident, and he kicked me. He's like, you idiot! So I
Okay.
came back and I pushed him back, and he punched me.
Yes, and you guys got out of control. You let your anger get the best of you is what happened. I took care of the blood. Garrison was bleeding everywhere.
Brothers will be brothers.
Sometimes I'm like, you guys just go sort it out and come tell me who wins. I don't ever know who starts it because they're always fighting. That's how frustrated I've become with it. This is like the bane of my existence, that they fight all the time.
Well, I saw it going on, and I figured Janelle had it handled. You know, at least we've broken up the fight, but I don't want to sit here and referee between them, and I was busy getting the tree on.
Well, I mean, Cody's not there all the time, and I could call him, but I don't really feel the need to call him when every little fight happens, or I'd be calling him all the time. So I handle it myself. You guys let your anger get out of control.
It was self-defense.
Personally, I see no problem at all with one parent taking care of the issues that, you know, I mean, otherwise it would make it look like that Cody was the bad guy all the time. If you're always saying, you just wait till your father gets home.
I am so upset with the way you let your anger get a hold of you. So guess what? You're going to hug right now and make up.
No.
Hey, Mary, take it behind you.
Hey! All right. See, look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Stop. Okay. I'm done with everybody's commentary. I was just trying to figure out how to make their lives as miserable as they were making mine.
You know, I would have come down pretty hard on both of them.
They did get off easier with me, because Cody would have made it like probably no video games for months.
Would you like to go? Oh, my ears are so...
You don't feel like you've got the right currency as a parent sometimes. You don't feel like you've got the right tools to be able to have your children understand how serious something like this is.
I was gently kicking Garrison.
Gently kicking?
Yes, I was going.
Gently kicking?
Yes.
8 years from now, they'll grow up and they'll probably learn to communicate through this. But it's very important that they understand at a young age that when you do this, when you're my age, you go to jail. When the kids started adjusting, there was hope. And when we got a business, there was hope. And then we made offers on these homes against I mean, almost all common sense. And here we are now, closing on these homes and moving in, and I'm saying hallelujah.
Honey, I'm really sorry. There's really not anything I can do about it. I don't know what to do to help you. Mariah's emotions are really all over the place with this whole moving in the house because we've not been able to yet, and we have no idea when we will. How do you feel about this?
I'm pissed off.
She was sitting there in the car in the middle of the cul-de-sac, just looking at the house. Sitting there looking at it gonna help, or is it gonna make it worse?
I don't know, Mom.
Honey, I'm just trying to talk to you.
I am happy for everyone to be in their house, but at the same time, it's like really difficult for me to be there. See everyone so happy moving to their houses, and mine's just sitting there and I can't do anything about it.
This is not fair. I just want to go inside. It's just right there, so within our grasp, and yet we don't have it. I'm not mad at you. I know you're not.
I really kind of get where Mariah's at in a way. I mean, she's got this bitter pill to swallow.
If we're not in before Christmas,
Then we'll just have to wait a little longer.
She just had so much wanting to be in these houses by Christmas time. And, you know, we had really put a lot of merit on it, and we had planned our lives around it.
Mariah, for her whole life, has watched Janelle and I be able to have a baby. And she's watched Mary not be able to have a baby. And this whole thing just reminds me of that. She's so excited we get to be in, and she just wants to be in too. Yeah. She wants you to be in too.
You doing okay? When you are feeling bad about what's going on in your life, you still got to be sweet to everybody else. It seems like you're grumpy. You're a really lovely person, and I like being around you, and I like hanging out with you. When you're upset about what's going on with the house, you really need to not wear it on your sleeve so much. And Mom's having the same struggle. You're gonna have a lot better life and a lot more friends if you just have a chipper disposition. I know it's been hard not being in the house. So I really just think that you gotta put value into what you do have. Sometimes when you're having a bad day, you just need to actually move away from everybody else for a few minutes and get your mind right, get yourself feeling better, and then come back in and join them, okay? You know what I'm saying? And I know it's because you're sad. I understand that. But you're here with your family, if that's any consolation. Okay?
When I walked in, Savannah was the only person awake. It's 8:02. I say we go get them. And we're just like, no, we gotta get this going.
This'll be fun. Do you think they're awake yet?
Wake up, wake up, wake up! It's time!
It's Christmas! Wake up, it's Christmas.
Once we all got there, that's when the madness started.
Now you got to remember when you see this mountain of gifts that we're a family of 22 people. 3 gifts per person, that's 66 presents. This gift giving is about the connection between 2 people with the gift. It's about our family.
It's this coat. You're so welcome.
Oh my gosh, so cute!
Gabe, look, it's the unveiling of a brand new bicycle.
No. Yes. They're coasters.
all the little girls have this play set that they all got.
They would just scream
They were
every time they
screaming.
opened one.
Everybody celebrates Christmas for a different reason. We celebrate Christmas because we recognize the birth of Messiah.
We're probably not much different in how we celebrate Christmas than any other Christian.
Except for on a larger scale.
Hey,
It's your turn to open a present.
I've actually been anticipating giving Cody this present for a long time. I think Cody is going to be surprised when he opens the present.
I need you to open that.
Yeah, Dad, you're so really.
Where's it from?
It's for me.
I'm so happy.
It's really cool.
Can you guess? I know you like to guess.
Robin's present was probably the biggest surprise I've ever had. It shocked and awed me.
Robin changed her name. It's Robin Alice Brown now. That's her social security card. And that's the document.
It was a very, very big deal to me that, you know, even though we weren't able to have a legal marriage license, that all my wives actually have the last name Brown.
Oh, that is too cool. Most women in plural marriage don't change their name. It's way, way, way important for me to have the same last name as Cody. Way important. Having the same last name as my kids.
It was one of the most important things for me as we became a family was that we identified as a family. Get the same last name that I have so that you aren't regarded by society as a kept woman. We have a covenant with each other between us and God, and it is a marriage, and we view it as a marriage, and we don't view it as an open marriage. We don't view it in any way other than a biblically sanctified marriage. It was a big deal to me.
I want you to know that getting these houses is the greatest blessing we've had. And I want you to know something very unique and very special. These homes are a blessing from one place and one place only, and I want you to all realize this, that these homes came to us as a gift from God.
These mortgages are a real financial challenge for us. It's more important to have that and to struggle through that than to have our family apart any longer. You know, here we are, we've got the 3 homes, but we still have an empty spot. We still don't have Mary's home.
This is the greatest gift that we have received as a family, other than the relationship that we have and the gift of the gospel itself.
We are just waiting for a phone call to go close. So it's not going to happen tonight, but maybe it'll happen tomorrow.
Always, always appreciate it. Always be grateful for it. That's a blessing I help you take from our homes as you grow older and go away.